welcome to Dayton, Idaho, Westside fans. We welcome you here to Lyle S. Henderson Field. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the Westside football team, as we get ready for our final game of the regular season against the Malad Dragons senior night here for the Westside Pirates. We join you here in the broadcast booth as we get ready for more action out here on the gridiron 1 week prior to our state championship playoffs. And the playoff time happening next week. We're going to have a lot of action for you tonight, a lot of narratives, and maybe some scores to keep an eye on as we look forward to what will happen later this evening. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, thank our sponsors, and come back to you with the rest of our pregame show, including our North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set, our highlight game package from last week against Aberdeen, and our coaches show right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Since 2005, North Stars Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry. Driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity, Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
We welcome you back here into the broadcast booth. I am Cody Olsen, the voice of the Westside Pirate football team, as we get ready for a district matchup, final regular season game of the year. Later in the month of October, it is senior night for the Westside Pirates as they take on the Malad Dragons. We join you now as part of our scene set today, brought to you by North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street in Preston. Located here on the left side of the football field, that is to say the north side, the Westside Pirates warming up, as well as a whole bunch of seniors that we will recognize in just a few moments. They'll line up and get their special recognition as part of senior night. On the opposite side from them, in their white tops and black helmets, that is the Malad Dragons. They are 1-6 on the year. Their only win coming across a 19-0 victory over the Ryrie Bulldogs. Malad only having played one football game the entire month of October, coming off of the bye. 2 weeks ago, they lost to Bear Lake 62-0 out in Montpelier. And now they try and look to bounce back and get things back and ready to go against the reigning back-to-back-to-back state champion Westside Pirates. The district championship is up for grabs tonight, both here on the gridiron, if Westside were to be able to beat Malad, and depending on how things go in Montpelier, as Aberdeen and Bear Lake will be playing each other at 7 o'clock out there in the opposite county, east of Franklin. So we'll see how that goes. We'll keep you here and try and keep you updated as we continue on through our scene set today and our pregame show, brought to you by North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. North side of Preston, 777 North State Street. We'll go ahead, take one more quick break, and bring you back for our highlights of the Aberdeen game from last week right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Metal. Right foot boot, and it will sail to Parker Moser. He'll take it at the 1 yard line. He'll take it out. Coming down the right hash on the right numbers. Stutter steps, cuts back at the 30. Makes a man miss at the 40. He's going down the sideline, and he's drugged down right before he crosses midfield. A fantastic return by a fantastic and key contributor to this Westside team, Parker Moser. Brown once again. He'll hand it off to Sherliff. He breaks through the second line, spins off and rolls into the end zone. It's an opening drive touchdown for your West Side Pirates. Off of the legs of Easton Shirtliff. Moser and Shirtliff do the dirty work, take it all the way down. Snap is down. Crusage keeps it himself, and he's rolling around the edge. He's got some speed, and he goes into the end zone. A 2-point conversion. Seemed like a designated type of run. Crusage just took it himself, ran out to the far sideline, got around the corner, and got into the end zone. West Side will go up 8-0 early. We were going to see a very once-in-a-blue-moon field goal from West Side. Brown will pitch it out to the left side to Crusage. Sage will cut, go to the corner, dive towards the goal line. It looks good and is good. Touchdown, Crusage on the pitch out to the left side. A pickup of 10 yards and in. And West Side will go up 2 scores. Beck will be in the shotgun to his right, running back Hyatt Beck. He drops back to pass, steps up into the pocket. He's got pressure, and he's brought down from behind. That's a sack for your Pirate defensive line. Beck will get it, hand it off to Hyatt, and he gets wrapped up in the backfield and spun down. A tackle for a loss and a turnover on downs. Highlight play by Aaron McDaniel. Averaging 36 points per game, but the West Side defense have held them down to nothing so far. Pass out on the left side, caught by Crusage, and that's a touchdown for the West Side Pirates. Rolling out to the left, Eli Brown finds an open man in Crusage, and that is massive. That was our highlight package from last week against the Aberdeen Tigers, a massive game wherein Westside really was able to go ahead, put on, really grind out the clock, put things away, and play that type of offense that Coach Moser so desperately wants to see, especially getting ready for a playoff push. The Westside Pirates really able to stand strong defensively and held onto the ball and took away all types of opportunities and possessions, capitalized when they needed to on offense in all facets of the game. We welcome you back out here to Lyle S. Henderson Field in Dayton, Idaho, home of the Westside Pirates, as we get ready for senior night against Malad in just a minute. Before we get to that, we'll go ahead and take one more quick break and hear from Coach Moser on our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
We welcome you back into our broadcast booth. It's now time to hear from Coach Moser on our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. Go ahead and take it away, Coach Moser. Welcome back, Westside Pirate fans, to our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. Malad Senior Night Football on the gridiron tonight. We are joined here again with Coach Tyson Moser, Athletic Director, Head Football Coach. Coach Moser, thanks so much for joining us once again on our Coaches Show today. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Coach Moser, there's some things that we can talk a little bit about football, but I think first and foremost, there is something that we can talk about in celebratory fashion for the school in general. Cross country did a fantastic job at districts as well in Malad, but last night, the West Side Lady Pirate volleyball team beat Malad for the district championship last night. What is it like for you as an athletic director to see all of these teams in the school excel so very well?
Well, we just have awesome programs all the way around. All of our coaches in all of our programs do a great job, and that's super nice for me. As the athletic director, they manage their own programs. They do a great job with the kids. The community they put together teams that the community can be proud of. And so, last night was awesome with the volleyball team, and those coaches put in a ton of work, and the girls put in a ton of work. So I was just happy to see them succeed.
Special shout out to that Lady Pirate volleyball team. They're going to be heading out to state next week. But as for the football team tonight, we're talking a little bit about what is the aspect that you would hope to really iron out as we get ready for that playoff push?
We're at a point right now where we can't afford to take a step backwards. Going into the playoffs, you need to build momentum, you need to stay healthy, and you need to be getting better each and every week. So we're at a point right now where we need to continue to get better. I think we've done that the last couple of weeks. I think we've improved each week, and that's what we need to do this week is get better, stay healthy, and we need to go into next week with momentum.
Coach, is it a morale boost? Is it a talent boost to get Owen Nielsen back into your running back rotation this upcoming game today against Malad?
Yeah, he's one of our leaders and he's one of our captains, and we've missed him. Offensively, we've adjusted without him, and so I don't know that he will play offense. Not for any fault of his own, but just that we've moved on and we've kind of got other kids playing those spots right now. But there definitely could be a time in the future that he does. But for right now, where we really need him is on defense. And so, I don't know that we'll play him a lot tonight where it's his first game back. We'd like to kind of get him back in and get his feet wet and get him acclimated again. But it'll definitely be nice to have his presence back on the field.
Coach, last question for me kind of revolves around senior night. You've had a lot of kids step up into positions that maybe they weren't familiar with prior to the program starting this year. What has the senior class really meant to you, and how have they exceeded on the gridiron and off for your program?
Well, these seniors have been great. Every year you have a handful, 2 or 3 kids that just kind of really surprise you. In the summer, off season and summer, you didn't really plan on them, having a big role, and then they come in and they take on a huge role and they step up, and that's just what good seniors do is they step up and they with their leadership, and we've had several kids do that in this group. And it's not easy being the group that follows the seniors that we lost last year. It's not easy being that group that follows that group, but these kids they've carried the mantle. They've been great representatives of our school, and like I said, they just stepped in and took the program over and made it their own.
Coach Moser, we appreciate you for joining us again on our Coaches Show today. We'll have a lot more possibly to talk about next week as playoffs roll around. We'll keep an eye out for all of the narratives and stuff moving forward throughout today and next week. Is there anything else you want to touch up on before we get ready for this game against the Dragons?
No, I don't think so. Appreciate you covering us.
Absolutely. Thanks again to Coach Tyson Moser, Athletic Director, Head Football Coach for the Westside Pirate Football Program. We'll go ahead and bring you right back into the booth. As always, we'd like to go ahead and thank head coach Tyson Moser for being part of our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show today, getting prepped and ready for senior night against the Malad Dragons here at Lyle S. Henderson Field, home of the Westside Pirates. We'll continue on through our pregame show, hear from our outstanding student of the week, Dylan Ralphs, and get you the coverage that you need for senior night prior to our kickoff right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry. Driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity, Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Welcome you back here into the broadcast booth. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the Westside Pirate football team. As we get now ready and prepped to recognize our seniors, we're going to go ahead and list off our Naylor Insurance keys to the game today versus the Malad Dragons. Collective tackling is going to be key tonight. If you're able to herd everything and keep it in front of you, are able to win this game. Time of possession will be key as well, as the Pirates have been doing that very well all year long. They have a chance to do it one last time in the regular season versus the Malad Dragons. Work Owen Nilsson back. Owen Nilsson back into the lineups here, coming back from a clavicle injury, a collarbone injury a couple weeks ago. So we'll get ready to see him back out on defense. Coach Moser talked a little bit about how they want to get his feet wet, move back into this slowly, and get ready for the state playoff push in a week's time. We're going to go ahead and recognize our seniors. Jackson Beckstead, number 1 in our hearts, but 67 on the field, I guess. Right here on the field, Colby Bowles. We'll let PA announcing do the lead for us as well.
Walker Groves, son of Lexi Groves. Brock Moser, son of Misty and Brian Moser. Owen Nelson, son of Sherry and Son Nelson. Dylan Rouse, son of Kristen and Cody Rouse. Easton Shirtliff, son of Erica and Brad Shirtliff. Wyatt Sorensen, son of Brianna and Chris Sorensen.
These are your West Side seniors just having been listed off as part of senior night prior to playing Malad. We are grateful to be here with you on mylocalradio.com. All their parents coming out here, giving them the love that they deserve. You will see that they will have handed to them their flowers, roses I see for the moms, and some balloons representing pancreatic cancer. They're going to be blankets as well. And these are your seniors for the West Side football program. We're going to go ahead and take one more quick break, come back to you right after this, and come and celebrate senior night with us on mylocalradio.com. I am Cody Olsen. We'll be right back to you after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston. When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Welcome back, West Side Pirate fans, to our pregame show today. I am joined here with Dylan Ralphs, our outstanding student, and maybe somebody you've seen out on the football field and around. It's good to meet here with you. How are you doing today?
Very good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm peachy. Fall weather, right? It leads to the question, what is your favorite season, Dylan, out of all four of them? Do you have a preference?
Probably fall.
Why is that?
Halloween with my mom.
Halloween with your mom. Okay, this opens up a plethora of more questions that maybe you weren't expecting to do. What kind of traditions do you do for Halloween with mom?
Just decorate the whole house. That's basically it. Just go to scare houses, watch scary movies.
Now, what costume are you rocking with for trick-or-treating this year, Dylan?
You want my real answer?
Yes, sir. I only want the realest of answers.
You're going to have to edit this, I think.
Okay, Dylan. Well, why don't you give me the PG version of what your costume's going to be, and then me and you can hold that between us for what you're really going to dress up as, okay?
A police officer with handcuffs.
All right. Dylan Rouse, the police officer with handcuffs. Nothing, it's completely innocent. Dylan, favorite treat that you're going to get at the house is here. If you're rolling up to a house, you're trick-or-treating, what's the A1? What's S-tier candy that they're handing out?
Probably the Smarties, if I'm being honest. Those things are so good. I love Smarties.
Smarties are good. How would you rank Reese's, Hershey's? Are you a chocolate guy?
Chocolate's fine, I guess. Reese's are mid.
That's a hot take, Dylan. I'm going to have to be really honest with you on that one. All right, let's get out of the Halloween talk. Let's talk a bit about football here. West Side Pirates go out, an incredible game. And you had quite a few highlight plays. How do you feel like the defensive line did personally? How did your group do?
First half wasn't the best for either sides of the ball. Second half, we started to get it together pretty well, and then some plays got broken, just scrambling with their quarterback. But besides that, I think we did decent.
Dylan, what was halftime like talking with Coach, and what caused you guys to perform well in that second half?
We've always just been a second half team, and he was just telling us how he is challenging us to dig our heels in and then bow our necks and just try to get back into the game.
Obviously a lot of people are going to talk about the streak and how it's ending and stuff like that. Do you feel a little bit of relief having that be done and that you guys can have your own identity? How do you feel personally about that kind of stuff?
I never really cared about the streak, mainly just because I haven't really been a part of the streak. I was always just like a JV player last year and all that stuff, so it's never like it really hit me that we lost. Like, it sucks to lose and all, but it's not like I lost this huge accomplishment that I put forward. Just kind of sucks that we had to lose.
More or less, it's just a conference loss, right? So tell me about how Westside, how do you feel like the team but do you feel like the team is ready to go out?
Yeah, I think we're all pumped up and ready for it. We really just want to get back out there and kind of put all of our anger out into our next opponent.
That sounds really violent and fun. Dylan, we move forward. A lot of stuff going on this week in practice. Where do you feel like is the area most needed in practice if you were to look back at last week?
Probably just mentally, we need to be able to get back out and get ahead of everything like in the first half.
What is something that you personally can do that can help you overcome that mental barricade that maybe some people are experiencing?
Usually just turn on some music and it gets me fired up. Besides that, nothing really.
You know, you mentioned some music. Dylan, talk to me a little bit about your pregame rituals. Yeah, the pregame rituals. Let's talk a little bit about music. Who are you listening to?
I like One and Only. Trippie Redd's pretty good. Just anything that's a good old headbanger that wants you to throw your fist through the wall, that kind of stuff.
I like it. Gets you pumped up and ready to go. I talk a little bit with maybe some of your other teammates about pregame food. Do you have a specific meal that you go to, or are you just kind of open to anything?
Usually during basketball season, it's always Costa Vida, sweet pork burrito. It's always the best thing, but for football, it's usually just whatever I can find in the pantry.
Costa Vita's pretty good. One more question, talking a little bit about basketball season. Dylan, how do you feel like your skills or maybe the experience that you have in football transfers over to basketball? Do you feel like they are compatible? Do they help one another to help you compete in each sport?
Football definitely helps out with basketball just because it gets you physically, gets you stronger and gets you into the bumps and bruises so that you're not just shocked when you get into basketball and you get the elbows thrown at you. So, yeah.
Dylan Ralph's our outstanding student today. Dylan, we've talked a little bit about some really exciting stuff for Halloween for you. Is there anything else that you want to touch up on before we get ready?
Nope, that's everything.
Perfect. Dylan Ralphs, and we'll thank him and head right back into the booth. Our outstanding student interview of the week, Dylan Ralphs. I spoke with him a little while ago, but he is sure excited for Halloween. Go ahead and ask him what his costume is. I'm sure he'll give you a pretty good answer to it. We're going to go ahead and continue on through our pregame show today. Thank you to all of our sponsors, including West Motor Company and Stokes Market and True Value, a proud supporter of Westside Pirate Athletics, as well as our broadcast here on MyLocalRadio.com. We're going to go ahead and take one more quick break, come back to you for our national anthem, and then our starting lineups brought to you by Webb Funeral Home immediately after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, Preston's Classic Hits.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston. When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Great presentation of our national anthem provided by our Westside cheerleaders and pep band here on the field for Westside. We're getting ready for the teams to come out onto the field. You will notice our Westside Pirates located under the north end, in the back of the north end zone, waving the Jolly Roger the Pirate colors. They'll head out onto the football field in just a second. First off, Malad will come onto the 50-yard line, getting their wind sprints in there prior to the game. We welcome all of you in here to mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM on Preston's Classic Hits as we get ready for an important district matchup at the end of the regular season, senior night as well, between the Pirates of Westside and the Malad Dragons. Worthy to note tonight, Owen Nielsen back into our rotation for the Westside Pirates. He'll be playing mostly defense tonight. I spoke with Coach Moser a little bit about what it means to have him back, a real leader and someone that they are glad to have back and to get ready for the state playoff push next week. We'll keep an eye on the scoreboard out in Bear Lake between Aberdeen and the Bears out in Montpelier. That is going to be something to look forward to, or something to keep an eye on at the very least. Time to recognize our key players and our starting lineups of the game, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, the trusted name in the funeral business in the Franklin County and the greater Cache Valley area since 1925. Keep an eye out for Easton Shirtlift tonight and Parker Moser. They've been doing it all year long. The captains for Westside will head out onto the 50-yard line midfield. You will see Jackson Beckstead, Owen Nielsen, and Trey Priestley. Opposite side for the Malad Dragons, number 21. As I get my roster out and ready, number 21, Jaden Ward, as well as number 18, Preston Bird. So our head official will go ahead and flip the coin. Eyes go down onto the field to see what it is. The call is won by Westside, and they will defer to the second half. Owen Nielsen gives the fist pump, looking back towards his own sideline. Also out there for the Malad Dragons is, I believe, number 9, Braden Cyril. For some reason, I have a little bit of a harder time viewing the the numbers. No, that's number 3, excuse me, Heston Harrison, a captain for Malad. So those are your 3 captains for Malad. The Pirates will defer to the second half. They win the coin toss once again. We're going to go ahead and pause for station identification. Come back to you for our live play-by-play coverage here at Lyle S. Henderson Field, home of the Pirates on senior night, right after this.
Proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
As we get ready for the start of this matchup, the Westside Pirates, after winning the coin toss, will defer to the second half. Easton Shirtlift will set up his tee on the right hash. South side 40-yard line, kicking with the wind at their back. So quite a little bit of an advantage to start the beginning of the game, and they'll get the ball to start the second half. We'll bring you in. Apologies that our scoreboard, now that we get later into the nighttime, our scoreboard doesn't really pick it up well. We're going to begin the first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Shirtlift will have the ball fall off of the tee. Zaid Scott back to receive for Malad. He's located on his own 2-yard line. The receiving team lined up in a 4-3-2-1 type of formation at the 50-yard line, working backwards. Shirtlift takes a running start and will put boot to ball high up in the air. It will be over the head and out of bounds for a touchback for Scott. Out comes the Malad offense, who has been struggling a little bit on the year to develop some points. Last game that they played, shut out against the Bear Lake Bears 62-0. That was on the 7th of October. Only one game in the month of October for the Malad Dragons, and they're going to be ending on quite a challenging note here in Westside. Number 21, Jaden Ward, a captain in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right. They're going to go ahead and hand it off to the left. It's a reverse, double pass, stepping back, stepping up into the pocket. Looking, ball is up in the air. And Jackson Beckstead cannot hold it. The ball was up for grabs, a duck in the air as a receiver comes across the formation from the far side to throw the ball. He gets hit as he threw. The duck kind of got caught up in the wind, falls down onto the turf. Lucky for that one not to be intercepted on the opening play for the Malad Dragons. 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Ward's going to come back into the huddle. Ward in the gun, and they're going to have tight trips to the near side of the field to the right of Ward. He'll get the snap in the shotgun, another reverse out to the left. It's not going to fool Aaron McDaniel as he rides on the back. Zade Scott pulls him down for a tackle for a loss. 3rd down and 12, maybe 3rd down and 11 coming up for the Malad Dragons. One incompletion and a run of -1 yards to start things off for Malad. Not really what you were hoping for if you are a fan of the Dragons, trying to take it to Westside tonight on the last game of the year. Last time that Malad was able to beat Westside was in the last home district loss, I believe, in 2010. That same year, Malad beat Westside on senior night. Malad then played Westside in the state championship and lost. Throw over the middle, it's going to be tipped in the backfield, or rather in the defensive secondary by Crew Sage, and incomplete. Quick 3 and out for the Malad Dragons. So Westside's riding into this game against Malad on a 12-game winning streak since 2010, where in the same year they lost to the Dragons on senior night but got revenge during the state championship game later on in the wintertime. Scott will head back onto his own 5-yard line to get ready to boot this ball away. Rolls out to his right, stops, and puts that ball high up in the air, gets caught up in the wind, and takes a Westside bounce. A net yardage punt of 10 yards. And Westside will take over deep into Malad territory at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Westside Pirate offense, who has been very efficient on the year. Last week, they held Aberdeen to only 1 score, keeping Aberdeen, who averaged about 36 points per game, only to 1 score, scored 22 points of their own, and really silenced a lot of doubt in District 5 and in the state of Utah about who's here to play. And we're going to get an encroachment, 1st down and 5 against Malad. And I'm not sure what happened. It was a really quick whistle. Westside had barely got lined up and set into position. And that ball's going to get moved forward to the 22-yard line. Right in the middle, in between the hashes, working inwards, almost in the red zone is where they'll pick up. Brown will go under center and hand it off to the left side for Parker Moser. He has a full head of steam, comes back into the middle, 10-yard line, 5-yard line, and the first play from the line of scrimmage and the opening drive for the Westside Pirates is a 22-yard touchdown scamper from Parker Moser. So that's how you start things off if you're the Westside Pirates. Moser will hustle back out off into his own sideline. Comes and gives a fist bump to a couple teammates. And here comes the PAT unit. Easton Shirtliff will get his measurements, get ready for the long snap. And Malad jumped. Another encroachment penalty and an offsides on the Malad Dragons. That will move them closer And Coach Moser's going to send out his offense to go for 2. So here comes the 2-point attempt as the offense has come back out onto the field. They've moved half the distance to the goal down to the 1.5-yard line. West side will set up into the offensive formation. Brown will go under center. Moser and Shirtliff directly behind him, kitty corner to the left. Near side motion, they're going to give it to Shirtliff, who waltzes, gets stonewalled, spins off of one tackle. He can't get stopped. Zayd Scott was there at the line, but Shirtliff makes the second effort and falls into the end zone. 8-0, and that is how we will start off this night. 10:44 left in the first quarter. Brought to you by Northern Title. We'll take a quick break and come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth, broadcasting live on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM. The Westside Pirates go on their opening drive, almost start in Malad, in the red zone of Malad, take it off of one play by Parker Moser and bully into the end zone. A kick from Shirtliff will go back for a touchback. At the 20-yard line is where Malad's offense will head back out onto the field. They were stifled on their first offensive possession, 2 incompletions and a couple runs that got stuffed right at the line. So 10:44 in the first quarter, 22-yard touchdown run by Parker Moser. Here comes the Malad offense out onto the field. First down and 10, middle in between the hashes, working towards the south end zone. They've got 80 yards to go. Quarterback fakes it right, hands off to number 15, Cole Willie. And Cole Willie will take it forward and fall for a gain of 1. Second down and 9. Here tonight, you're going to be seeing a matchup between the 1-6 Malad Dragons and the 6-1 Westside Pirates. Malad comes into this off of a bye week after licking their wounds, a 62-0 mauling by the Bear Lake Bears on October 7th. So they're trying to right the ship here at the very end of the year. Snap directly and thrown out to the left, tipped at the line, incomplete. Hands up in the air by number 66, Dylan Ralphs. Third down and 9 coming up, and that is another incompletion for Jaden Ward. So Malad just trying to get some traction going. They're trying to figure out their identity right now, and it's towards the end of the year. They've got nothing to lose, so you can imagine, as we saw on the first play from scrimmage, offensively for Malad, a double handoff and a pass that just got kind of thrown up for grabs, incomplete. Trips out to the right side for Ward, a running back offset to his left. He's in the gun. He'll grab it at his waist, go up the middle, and get met by a line of Pirates, and he gets wrapped up in a loss of 1. Fourth down and 10 coming up, and another punt that will have to go straight into the wind. Just under 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Slightly windy tonight as, storms coming in this weekend. You can feel maybe perhaps the pressure changing. It's been windy the most of the day. Wind is directly flowing from south to north, so the punter, Cade Scott, will have to go right into the wind. He gets the snap. It takes a one-hop bounce and kicks it right up in the air. This time it carries a little bit farther than his initial bounce, takes a west side hop, then a Malad hop, and it will be downed at the 42-yard line of the Dragons. A little bit longer punt than last time for Zaid Scott. And now the Pirates will stroll back out onto the field, second time offensively. They went 1 for 1 and started basically inside the 20 of Malad last time. Now they have to make up twice that distance at the 42. 9:12 left in the first quarter. Brown will go into the shotgun. Moser offset to his left. Shirtliff now behind him. A shift in the offensive huddle, and Brown will go under center. He'll drop back to pass, throw the slant to Colby Bowles on the left side, and it's dropped in between the hands at the 35-yard line, incomplete. 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Second down and 10 after the incompletion intended for Colby Bowles on the inside slant. Was initially open, and it just kind of fell through his arms. And perhaps we might see Brown throw a little bit more. See what the playbook will see, and we're seeing quite a few offensive shifts. Brown will go under center again, Shirtliff and Moser behind him. Near side motion, it's a pitch to Moser, who's got a full head of steam and a couple blockers. He splits between a couple different defenders at the 30. Tight ropes down the sideline, pile on, no one's gonna catch him. That's a touchdown for Parker Moser, second one of the night, and really early in this first quarter. Wow. How about that? 2 runs, 2 rushing attempts, and 2 touchdowns for Parker Moser. This was a 42-yard run, and Moser now is at 66 yards rushing on 2 carries, averaging 33 yards a carry. Here comes the PAT attempt from Easton Shirtliff. Snap is down. Shirtliff has to stutter and toes it through the uprights and good. 15-0 over on top of Malad on senior night. We'll be back right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Welcome back. 2 offensive possessions, 2 touchdowns, and 2 touchdown runs by Parker Moser. Westside will lead Malad early in this one. Just under 9 minutes left in the first, 15-0. Ball has to be held at the 40-yard line because the wind is whipping around. Easton Shirtliff will go ahead and boot it away and get carried by that wind. It will aid him going into the end zone for a touchback. Third touchback of the night for Easton Shirtliff, and he's helped out greatly, I'm sure, by the wind right directly at his back. Here comes the Westside Pirate defense, who have forced Malad to 3 3-and-outs quickly. Couple pass attempts knocked down at the line of scrimmage. A double pass that didn't quite go anywhere on the first drive, and now Malad has got to find something to counteract what's been going on so early in this game. Jaden Ward will get the snap, and it's another misdirection handoff up the middle. This time, Zaid Scott will go up and gain about 2. Had some room up the middle, and it caught Westside a little bit off guard, the misdirection double handoff in the backfield. The offense will hand off on the sweep going one way, and then the slot receiver opposite side will come screaming in and get the handoff going the opposite way in an attempt to maybe use that misdirection and speed to catch the defense off guard. So far, it's been bottled up pretty well. That's a gain of 3 from Zaid Scott. Second down and 7 from the 23-yard line. Ward in the gun, Three wide receivers to his right. He'll keep it himself on the quarterback keeper. Up the hole he will go to the second level, get towards the sticks, and brought down from behind. In the area was Easton Shirtliff. First down for Malad. The first one of the night for the Dragons, and they're hoping to build off of that momentum. A quarterback keeper for Jaden Ward off of the read option almost. In the backfield, he goes up the right side and through. Gains 10 yards on that run. Malad taking its time in the offensive huddle. The offensive lineman will strut up to the line. Ward will be in the gun again. Two wide receivers close to the right side. They'll read it off to the off tackle right side. West side there to pursue. Running back, number 13, Coulter Christofferson gets run down. That's number 15, excuse me, Cole Willie. And Willie gets bounced and stretched down the right side towards the west side bench and finally brought down, a loss of 1. Second down and 11 from the 30-yard line. Under 7 minutes now left in the first quarter. Again, back to the line of scrimmage comes Malad. A little stacked formation, everything in tight. Ward with running back to his right, two wide receivers to the near side. He'll get it and roll to the right to pass. Quick one across and caught out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That's Heston Harrison who catches that short pass on the right side. That picks up a good chunk of yardage. Third down and manageable from the 39-yard line. Third down and 4. Better than third down and double sticks, I would imagine, if you're Malad. Taking their time, Malad in no real rush. They don't want to hustle or really do anything crazy. Ward with stacked trips to the left side. They'll hand it off to the left. Up the hole he will go. Number 15, Cole Willie, will get stopped, and he gets close to the sticks, and it's a first down for Malad. Clock will continue to roll through the first quarter as Cole Willie's had a couple handoffs that have gone for positive yardage. First down and 10 from the 43-yard line. Have to get to the west side 47 for a new set of downs. And that will be the first time that Malad will be able to go into Pirate territory halfway through the first quarter. Malad wearing their white tops and black bottoms. Ward will look to the left, keep it himself, go up the hole to the right side and get sandwiched. A quarterback keeper for 4 yards by Jaden Ward. Beckstead is there. Shirtliff also on top of the pile to help up teammates. There was a gang tackle, really, as Ward took the snap, looked to his left, didn't like his first read and kept it. Went up to the right side and through the hole, a gain of 4. Second down and 6. Up to the about 47-yard line of Malad. Westside looking to put the cherry on top of a stellar regular season tonight and await their seeding for state playoffs, regardless of the hyped matchup of district football in Montpelier tonight. We'll try and get you that score in a second. Ward will get the snap. Another double handoff, right side counter, and he's got some room. Here goes Zaid Scott down the sideline. He's got a beat to the end zone, right corner, and close to the pylon and through. A 53-yard touchdown run by Zaid Scott. 4:07 into the first quarter, and Malad gets some life at the start of this game. Zaid Scott got the double handoff and the counter reverse to the right side. Malad again slow to come out of their offensive huddle. They're going to go for 2 on this attempt. Jaden Ward in the gun. He'll roll out to his right. He's looking for a man in the back corner of the end zone. Gets tipped up in the air. Is it caught? No. A tippy-toe type of pass and a dragging foot. Not enough to maintain possession of the back of the end zone. No good on the 2-point conversion. So Malad answers back with a 53-yard touchdown run of their own. Your score on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard, 15-6. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
We welcome you back with 4 minutes left in the first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title. Ball is getting set up on the tee for the Malad Dragons after a 53-yard touchdown run by Zaid Scott. Malad gets back within 1 score. Your score on the station Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Westside 15, Malad 6. A short kick. It will be fielded right at the 25-yard line. Here's Parker Moser. He'll go right up the hole. Gets sandwiched at the 40-yard line, and the ball has come out. The ball is out at the 40-yard line. Westside falls down on top of it at the 44. So the offense of Westside will strut back out onto the field. They need some points now. Trying to put down Malad early is probably what you would love to see if you're the Westside Pirates. So far they've been incredibly efficient offensively, but gave up the big run defensively on that last drive from Malad. Brown will go into the shotgun, and we've seen the offense switch formations a couple times, and Brown will do just that. He'll clap his hands. Colby Bowles will head on the island on the near side, 2 running backs behind. A run by Parker Moser, who gets pushed back initially. Colton Gunderson, I guess, is in. Yes, Colton Gunderson getting the handoff right up the middle. 2nd down and 8 after a 2-yard gain. I'll say this, the Westside Pirate jerseys are a lot easier to see the numerals than the Malad jerseys. That just doesn't look easy on the eyes. Near side motion, Brown will hand it off the middle for Gunderson again. He gets to the 2nd level, cuts back at the 40, caught down from behind and brought down by number 68 of Malad. That's Lex Driscoll. 1st down and 10 on a big run from Colton Gunderson. 39-yard line of Malad here on the left hash. Brown will clap his hands again and another shift of formation. He'll head under center. Moser and Gunderson to the right. It's a pitch out to the right side for Moser. He gets stretched out and cuts up the hole. Another shuffle and wrapped up, a gain of 3 as he goes from the left hash to the right hash. Trying to use his speed. Malad able to stretch him out and limit the lateral progression. 2nd down and 8 for Westside at the 36-yard line. Aberdeen scores first in the game in Montpelier. Brown will drop back to throw. He's got a man on the near side. It is caught. Cutting back to the left at the 25-yard line. Breaks a couple tackles, 2 or 3 tackles. Garrett Robinson gets the nice little curl, long pass from Brown, and Robinson goes up for another huge gain inside the 20-yard line of Malad. Here comes the red zone offense for Westside. Brown again will go under center. Cruz Sage to his left. Hand off to Parker Moser, who shuffles, cuts up to the left, inside the left pylon. Let's make it 3 for Parker Moser in the first quarter. Why not? 1:50 left in the first, brought to you by Northern Title. And that is an 18-yard touchdown run by Parker Moser. Westside goes up 21-6 off of that run. Here comes Shirtliff, and it's fumbled by Cruz Sage. He has to take a sprinting run to the corner, and no one's there to catch him. Uses his speed. Malad wasn't quite ready for it. A 2-point conversion, 23-6. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, come back to you right after this. Malad is up on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard, 23-6. Not even out of the first quarter quite yet. Back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Westside up 23-6 over Malad. Shirtliff tries to tee up the ball again, but the wind pushes it over. You'd think he'd learn after a couple times. Back here into the action. Shirtliff will get a running start at the ball with the big right foot. Have that one carried high and long. This might be the longest one of the night for him. Takes a dive just short of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So, our score from Montpelier, Aberdeen scores first. They go up 8-0 over the Bears. We'll keep an eye on that score as we progress on through the night. But now it is Malad's turn after scoring on the last chance that they had. 53-yard touchdown run by Zaid Scott. Jaden Ward. Compact formation, he's in the gun. They're going to fake it off to the left, go up the hole. It doesn't fool the defensive line, Aaron McDaniel. Second down and 8. Coming up on a minimum gain. Just under 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Brought to you by Northern Title. We apologize for our for our scoreboard cam. It just kind of gleams and glows with this camera that we quite have, but I'll keep you updated as the night progresses on. I've been impressed with the ability of Jaden Ward to use his legs tonight, as well as the speed by Zaid Scott, who outran the defense last time that Malad came around. Again in the gun, near side motion, and all sorts of movement on the line, and that is going to be a false start on the entire right side of the offensive line of Malad. That will move them back 5 yards, so instead of 2nd down and 9, it's going to be 2nd down and 14. A little bit of a windy night tonight. Has not let up. It's been going on basically since mid-afternoon, mid-morning. Ward in the gun. He'll fake it, the pass and go right up the A gap. Gets close to the original line of scrimmage. Shirtliff meets him right there in the hole. Brings him down. 3rd down and 11. And Malad elects not to take the last play of the quarter. They want to think about it a little bit more. We'll take a break and come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
We welcome you back here into the broadcast booth. End of the first quarter, your score, Westside 23, Malad 6. They retain possession of the ball to start off this second quarter. A big 3rd down and 11 coming up. What are they going to do? You imagine that maybe perhaps they'll try and air this ball out. And they have the wind now at their back, moving towards the north end zone. Perhaps this will play into the advantage of field positioning and at least the punts that they might have. Dropping back to throw is Ward. He goes short into the flat and is broken up, incomplete. A pass breakup by Owen Nielsen, who sat back on his heels and waited for that outside crossing route, jumped it, and was able to knock it down right at the 20-yard line. 4th down and 11. Zaid Scott will head back to punt for Malad. His cleats firmly planted at his own 7-yard line. Long snap is low at the knees. He catches it and puts a boot to it. Short spiral. It will take a hop and get past Cruz Sage down to the 10-yard line, and Sage lets it roll all the way to the 2. Wow. That is a 77-yard punt from Zaid Scott. All the way off of my quick math. That's incredible. That'll show you what will happen when you have the wind at your back, and that puts Westside behind the 8 ball. Special teams will be won by whoever is working their way towards the north end zone. Bear Lake has scored, and they're looking to get their point after attempt right after this. Brown with the shift of the offense. He'll head back under center. They're located on their own 2-yard line, 1st down and 10. Handoff up the middle. Shurtleff makes a couple cuts, shifts all the way to the backside of the offense, runs out to the left and picks up 3. 2nd down and 7 after a run from Easton Shurtleff. Second down and 6 more accurately for Westside. Brown will go again under center, near side motion. They'll do the pitch out to Cruz Sage, and he's got a lead blocker of Shad Grohl, I believe, out in front of him. Gets caught up and tackled after a gain of a big one down to the 29-yard line. And Shad Grohl, as I mentioned, put on the Jets trying to lead block for him. Give our big boys on the offensive line the credit that they deserve. That all came down to a Shad Grohl sprint leading out for Cruz Sage. Brown, far side motion. They'll hand it off the middle for Shurtleff. Runs over a middle linebacker, number 51 of Malad. That is Hunter Ray. Hunter Ray. 2nd down and 5 at the 34. That was power running by Easton Shurtleff, who just knew that his mission was to run through a brick wall right there. We'll see what they do now. Another shift, and Westside's been doing that a couple times tonight. Under center, dropping back and handing off to the left side, Parker Moser. He gets past the free safety, caught by the left arm. That was the last line of defense. Parker Moser down to Malad's 40-yard line. That was a one-arm tackle. Thad Hawks was there to stop. And there's two 18s on my roster as well. It's either Preston Bird or Thad Hawks. You decide. And two 58s. Yep, that'll do it. First down and 10 from the Malad 40-yard line. Far side motion. Brown will drop back to pass over across the line of scrimmage. Caught on the near side by Colby Bowles. A couple shifty moves and then hip thrown down to the 27. A 13-yard pass from Eli Brown to the near side, Colby Bowles. I love Colby Bowles' energy and the ability for him to be shifty after the catch. That is something that Coach Moser really loves, and it's also something that I'm sure Westside fans enjoy, as we have a tie ball game out in Montpelier, 8-8 in the second quarter, I believe. Brown up the middle again. Shurtleff squeezes past a couple defenders, and a plethora of Dragons meet him right around a 5-yard gain and push him backwards. Preston Bird. Second down and 5 on the 23-yard line of Malad. Offense looking for their big 4-for-4 offensively. Be highly efficient today. Far side motion from Brown. Here comes the sweep again. Shad Grohl with the lead block. He seals off the end, and Cruz Sage splits a couple defenders into the end zone. Cruz Sage gets in on the action. Big boom and some fireworks. 29-6, 8:37. A 23-yard touchdown rush by Cruz Sage. Nilsson, I believe, was the one to lead block for him this time, as much as I want to give Shad Grohl credit for everything. Here comes the PAT attempt. Snap is down, kick is up, into the wind and through, towed and good. 30-6, your score on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. The Tire Professionals giving us our stats, or rather our score updates all year round. Westside remains on top of Malad. We'll come back right after this on 105.5 KACH and 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Welcome back midway through our second quarter today. Easton Shurtleff will line up and kick this ball into the wind. I'm curious to see how it goes. It goes high up in the air, caught by the wind, takes a dive right at the 15-yard line, and the ball's up for grabs. Here comes a scrum right at the 20-yard line, and Westside picks it up. Easton Shurtleff skies the ball into the air, and it rolls backwards towards the towards the kicking team. Not sure who picked it up, but the wind definitely aided, and that definitely helped. The Pirates take over right inside the red zone on the right hash offensively. 20 yards to go for pay dirt after this. Nope. Couldn't quite see who got it. It was a scuffle and a scrum right at the 20-yard line. I thought, it would be just speculation more than anything. Here comes in the gun Brown. He'll drop back and fake it. A pitch out to the left side, and it's dropped by Shurtleff. It was down the line of scrimmage. Shurtleff drops that one incomplete. Second down and 10 from the 20-yard line of Malad. It was a little pop pass, little 5-yard, almost down the line pitch out for Easton Shurtleff and just kind of squeezed through his arms, incomplete. Second down and 10. Brown again in the gun. They'll hand it off to Shurtleff this time, wrapped around the hips by number 53, Mason Breeze. I have to double check my eyes every time I look at the Malad numbers. They're not the easiest to spot out on the field. Third down and 7, working inwards into Malad territory. Just under 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Westside up 30-6. Brown will shift formation and head under center once again. Give it off to Shurtleff, who cuts out to the left, bowls forward, runs over a man, but will be short of the sticks. And that is just a designated run by Shurtleff and Coach Moser, knowing that you've got 4 chances to pick up the yardage needed. It's going to be 4th down and 3. Working inside. Now located right in between the hashes. Closer to the left hash than anything at the 14-yard line. Brown heads up under center once again. He'll get the snap. Right side for Parker Moser, who cuts back into the middle, and he goes into the end zone. Parker Moser with his 4th rushing touchdown of the night. And we have 7 minutes left before halftime. A night to remember for Parker Moser. That was a 14-yard touchdown rush by Parker Moser. Puts Westside up 36-6. Snap is down, PAT up and looked to be good. I thought that was sneaking out to the left, but I guess my eyes deceived me. 37-6. And we'll come back to you right after this break. Malad trying to answer back after a 53-yard touchdown run, but that's been the only offense of the night for them. Back after this on Preston's Classic Hits.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Welcome back here to our second quarter. Westside is up 37-6 over Malad. Easton Shurtleff, who performed a successful onside kick, aided by the wind. He'll run up to the line on the right hash again, boot the ball this time, not cut up in the air as much as they wanted to. Now a bounce to the right side, a chance to fall on top of it. Luckily, Zade Scott is there to fall down on top of it near side on the near side sideline at the 15-yard line. Score update from Montpelier. Bear Lake has gone up 16-8 after a successful 2-point conversion. And here comes the Malad's offense. Shuffling out onto their own 15-yard line. Ward with two wide receivers near side, near the left offensive guard. He'll roll back to throw on the right, cuts up and throws deep down the middle of the field, overthrowing his intended man, number 5, Ryan Hubbard. That was shot out of a cannon off of the arm of Ward, and if he was able to hit Hubbard in stride, that would have looked good. 6:56 left before halftime. Here on senior night, our leading man, highlight machine, living highlight machine, Parker Moser with 4 touchdown runs before halftime. Back up once again after the incompletion. 2nd down and 10 from the 15-yard line left hash. Here comes another double shovel pass up the middle. Up to the 20, a 5-yard gain. Zade Scott gets the shovel pass from Jaden Ward. 3rd down and 5. As Jaden Ward will head off to the far sideline, take his time and get a call from head coach Kobe Krazier. 6:15 left before the end of our first half. Thank you for joining us on 105.5 KACH. We'll keep you updated as the score in Montpelier changes. Ward will get the snap in the gun, hand it off to the right side, up the hole. Aaron McDaniel rides the back and finally drags down the ball carrier. I believe that is Cole Willie. 4th down and 2 for Malad with a decision to make. Last time they punted from about this position, Zade Scott was able to boot off with the aid of the wind a 77-yard punt that got down to the 2-yard line of Westside. It looks like Malad doesn't want to play the punting game. Don't really blame him. 4th down and 2, a big play here. Momentum swinger. Ward under center. Hustles and tries to get the Westside Pirates to jump. Cannot do so, and a timeout taken by the Dragons. We'll take it as well. Come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Welcome back here to our action. 5:11 left before halftime. Westside leads 37-6 over Malad. Offensive proficiency and deadly, precision by Westside's offense tonight. Parker Moser with 4 rushing touchdowns already. Crew Sage there with him. 5 touchdowns collectively for the Westside Pirates. 80% of those touchdowns coming off of the legs of Parker Moser. In the gun, here is Ward. He fakes it left, goes up to the right, gets spun around helicopter style. He picked up 1. He probably needed 2, and that is going to be a turnover on downs. Westside Pirates and their defense hold. I believe Aaron McDaniel was in the area to spin around Jaden Ward. He's been there a few times when they needed him most, especially against Aberdeen last week. Aaron McDaniel had 2 massive 4th down stops, solo style, that stopped points from happening for the Tigers last week, and he does it again here against Malad. First down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Brown will head up underneath center. Hand it off to the right side for Shirtliff, and he has a few blockers up to the 10-yard line, rolls out to the left, cuts once and twice, and brought down at the 9. Inside the 10-yard line was Easton Shirtliff, a first down pickup. First down and goal from the 9. Brown once again will head up and put his hands underneath center. He'll hand it off to the right side for Easton Shirtliff. Doesn't get as many yards as he did last time. Gets stood up, a gain of 3. Down to the 5-yard line. Second down and goal from the 5-yard line. And Coach Moser might just ride Shirtliff right into the end zone for senior night tonight, being up 37-6. Brown once again will get in that tight formation underneath center, hand it off to the left side for Shirtliff, and he backpedals, gets stood up near the goal line. He's got 1 yard to go, first down and 1, a 4-yard pickup. Third down and goal from the 2. .326 before halftime. We'll see what the Westside Pirates elect to do. Third down and goal from the 2. Brown will hand it off to Shirtliff again. He goes right into the pile, gets stood up, and he's short at the 1 yard line. Fourth and goal from the inch line, and they've been riding Shirtliff this entire way. I would not be surprised if they try one more time to try and push this thing in. Off of the brute strength of Easton Shirtliff, the senior, trying to get his on senior night. We'll see. Brown under center again. They'll get it off to Shirtliff, and he gets met in the backfield and stopped. Turnover on down. Shirtliff was met in the backfield by the Malad defensive line, and it's a turnover on downs. Down at the 1, Malad's offense will take over. 2.5 minutes left before halftime, and you wanted that one for Easton Shirtliff. He was going to go play defense. Now we'll see if he can get a safety after being denied offensive points. Halftime score out in Montpelier, Bear Lake 16, Aberdeen 8. A close game, and both teams having moved the ball quite a little bit. In the gun, Ward will hand it off to the left side. It's close, and that might be a safety, and it is. Wrapped up in the backfield. Wrapping up the ball carrier. And the Pirates get their first defensive safety of the year. (39-6) for the Westside Pirates. And they'll come and collect themselves here on the near side. And we'll go ahead and take a quick break. Come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM. The first safety of the year for the Westside Pirates against Malad on the last game of the regular season. We'll come back to you on Preston's Classic Hits right after this quick break.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
A punt from the 20-yard line is collected by Easton Sherliff on the opposite end, and he's got a beat. He's got one man to beat at the 40, makes a cut, gets past, and he's caught up at the 20-yard line, a stiff arm. Sherliff bullying his way down to the 6, and a flag is out onto the field where Sherliff caught it on the opposite 30. Oh, man. Sherliff wanted pay dirt so bad on that one, but we have some holding. Yeah, block in the back. Right on the 33-yard line of West Side. Just an awful penalty that brings back a big highlight play for Easton Sherliff. You hate to see it. Hate to see it. So that will march the Pirates back. They've got 2 minutes exactly before halftime before we'll take our prolonged break. Don't go anywhere on our halftime show, brought to you by Level 10 Life, the trained professionals at Level 10 Life here to help you through your challenges in life, whether you have a health goal, feeling stuck or in a rut. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life here to help you achieve your next level in life. We'll talk a little bit about the stats that we have seen so far, our highlight plays, and move on and get ready for the second half while we get a score update from Montpelier at that point as well. Brown will be in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the far side. There'll be a delayed handoff up the middle for Gunderson. He gets wrapped around the legs a few times. Brought down in the backfield for a loss of 3. Second down and 14. Ball gets moved back to the 20-yard line of the Pirates, and that eats up 30 seconds. Colton Gunderson couldn't really go anywhere as he's met with Dragons in the backfield. Far side motion, it's a sweep for Cruz Sage. He has a bead to the left side. He cuts up to the middle. Another level. He's got some sprint moves going up to the 48-yard line of the Pirates. Clock will continue to roll. The Pirates try and hustle up to the line. Brown in the gun, 2 wide receivers to the near side. Delayed handoff, left side draw for Moser, and he's got space up in the middle. Cuts back at the 40-yard line, a shifty move. Be careful of the block in the back. Ducks underneath a tackle at the 35-yard line inside Malad territory. That will stop the clock. Moser ran quite a ways east and west to pick up a good chunk of change. Down to the 35-yard line of Malad, and Brown takes the snap and spikes it quickly. That will stop the clock at 49 seconds before halftime. So the quick spike icing the clock with 49 seconds left before halftime. A big run from Parker Moser, and more points wanted by the Pirates. Dropping back to pass is Brown. He rolls out of the pocket, has pressure. He's running towards the far side. Stops the clock with 40 seconds, and a late flag comes in. I think this might be against the Pirates. The offense is marching back like it is against them. I wasn't able to see quite what it was, but maybe late contact. Illegal blindside block on West Side. That puts them back at the 45-yard line of Malad. Second down and 20 for the Pirates. Trying to get that last score before halftime. They were denied on the Easton Shirtlift stop, and the ball is underneath Brown. He falls on top of it on his own 40. And a timeout taken by Coach Moser. 35-yard line, or rather the 40-yard line, excuse me. 35 seconds left. The snap from the center underneath the legs of Brown, and it will be a quick timeout. We'll come back to you after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
We welcome you back here into the broadcast booth with 35 seconds left before halftime. West Side up 39-6 over Malad. Third down and 33 from their own 40-yard line. Brown back in the gun. He'll roll up, and it's a delayed handoff up the middle. A speed demon type of run, and Easton Shirtlift gets up to the second level, past the first down sticks, towards the end zone. A diving attempt. He reaches across the goal line, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds just short. Easton Shirtlift, you know, probably could have counted in our hearts, but on the playing field, he's going to get pushed out of bounds about 1 yard short. 2 yards short, more specifically. 22 seconds left. Brown under center again. They'll give it up to Shirtlift, who goes through the hole, and he finally gets in. That's a touchdown for Easton Shirtlift, the senior. And Shirtlift has been denied a few times on the goal line. He finally gets in there, 45-6, awaiting the PAT attempt. 19 seconds left remaining before halftime. Point after attempt is going to be held by Cruz Sage. Kicker Easton Shirtlift. Snap is down, kick is up, through the uprights, and good. 46-40. And we'll take a quick break, come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, and I am your local Medicare agent. Medicare annual open enrollment starts October 15th and ends December 7th. Call me at 208-852-2367 for a no-cost one-on-one consultation in your home, or come visit me at Larry's Pharmacy in Preston.
Whether you pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Back into the action, Easton Shirtlift will kick off from his own 40. Ball will carry high into the air and fielded and fumbled at the 10-yard line. Picked up back again by number 2, Zaid Scott, who has the lone offensive score for Malad on the night, a 53-yard counter rushing touchdown for Malad, 11.9 seconds before the end of the half. We'll see what Malad elects to do. First and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Jaden Ward strutting into the offensive huddle. Malad will head out to the line. Three wide receivers on the far side of the field. They draw up the middle, up to the right side, and wrapped around the hips and down, a gain of 1.5 by number 15, Cole Willie. That's the last play of the first half. We'll now take a prolonged break. Come back to you with our halftime show presented by Level 10 Life, the trained professionals at Level 10 Life here to help you achieve your next level and vision in life, as well as our Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency stats portion of the game. We'll be back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, and I am your local Medicare agent. Medicare annual open enrollment starts October 15th and ends December 7th. Call me at 208-852-2367 for a no-cost one-on-one consultation in your home, or come visit me at Larry's Pharmacy in Preston.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
We welcome you into our halftime show today. We apologize for our internet connection that normally happens at halftime as everybody hops on to Facebook. A recognition and special tribute tonight on the halftime show here in West Side as we recognize Larry Ward, a community member for both the Franklin County as well as Oneida County, Malad area. We are grateful for all of you that have come to support the Pirates tonight and join us as part of our halftime show brought to you by Level 10 Life. We'll go through our scoring drive summaries provided by Level 10 Life tonight and our halftime show. With 10:44 in the first quarter, 22-yard first touch and first play from the line of scrimmage for the offense of Westside. Parker Moser will take it 22 yards to the house. Then at 8:56, he'll go ahead and take a 42-yard touchdown run to the house as well, putting up Westside 15-0. Then in the with 4:07 left in the first quarter, Malad will get a Zaid Scott 53-yard touchdown rush on the counter from their own side of the field towards the right hash and the right pylon on the south side of the field for a touchdown. And then Westside will rattle off a few of their own. Parker Moser gets pay dirt once again with 1:48 left in the first quarter on an 18-yard touchdown rush. 8:37 in the second quarter, a 23-yard touchdown rush by Sage Cooper. Crusage, what am I thinking? Crusage, oh my goodness. Crusage, and then 7:02, second quarter, 14-yard touchdown rush by Parker Moser. Again, a team safety by the Pirates as Easton Shirtliff was stopped on the goal line, a turnover on downs, but the Pirates turned it into points defensively. And then with 11.9 seconds left, Easton Shirtliff, after a big run of his own from their own 40-yard line, gets it all the way down to the Malad 2-yard line and punches it in from 2 yards out. Current score on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard, 46-6 in favor of the West Side Pirates. A special tribute here in Dayton. As we're going to go ahead, take one more quick break and come back to you right after this. We apologize for our internet connection. We'll have that back as soon as we can in the third quarter. Bring you back after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
West www.westmotorcompany.com.
Welcome back to our halftime show today, provided by Level 10 Life. Trained professionals at Level 10 Life Coaching are here to help you achieve your next level and vision in your life. Now time for our stats recap provided by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. We've gone through the scoring recaps and our stats today, well over 150 yards rushing for the Pirates as well. Not as many passes as we might have seen. A few drop passes actually from West Side Pirate receivers, although Eli Brown has been big today. Really, your stars in this first half, Parker Moser and Easton Shirtliff, sprinkling on a little bit of Cruz Sage, and 46 points by those three alone at the beginning of the first half. I mean, we are at halftime. 46-6 is your score. We'll try and keep an eye out and an ear out for the update of scores out in Montpelier. Until then, we'll continue on with our stats show and our adjustments needed by both teams. Malad has had a long year, and they are, playing with no type of, they're not scared. They don't have anything to lose here. So I will imagine that Malad will come out, try and throw the ball a little bit more, try and do whatever they can, maybe preview the future of Malad, maybe some kids that we haven't seen in the regular season so far, some underclassmen, as we were able to see the JV team of Malad play against West Side's JV and freshmen earlier on today. So we'll see some stuff. As for Malad, it's all about those small victories, trying to get those counter plays you've been able to get out in the open space. I loved what I have seen. I really have loved what I've seen from quarterback Jaden Ward. He has a cannon for an arm. He's just overthrown a couple receivers a few times and just trying to squeeze through those holes. I think that Malad has the makings of a very, very good football program and football team. They're going to end the season probably with a loss here in West Side, although there is still a whole second half. We'll see how things go and shake up. Nothing to lose. I would say go out there and open up the full playbook and see what you can possibly do and catch West Side off guard. For West Side, you're working for perfection. You're keeping an eye on the score in Montpelier, and you're wanting to get your best foot and your best resume out there as soon as playoff seeding starts. We'll probably see West Side next week, either Friday or Saturday, and we'll have to pick at one point and try and make the best schedule that we can of who we're going to cover for volleyball and football next week. So thank you so much for joining us on our halftime show today. We'll go ahead, take a quick break, about 3.5 minutes left before the start of our third quarter. Stay with us, be patient. Our internet will come back at the start of the third quarter after everybody hops off their phones. And a special shout out to Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Fantastic people, Braden and Brittany Smith, and great agents to help you protect the things which matter most. We'll be back right after this. And this quick break from our sponsors on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Westside Pirates are out on the field here, getting ready for the start of the second half, and we will see what the second half holds for us. We'll take a quick break and come back to you right for the beginning of this third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest right after this on mylocalradio.com and Preston's Classic Hits, 1340 AM, 105.5 FM.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
We welcome you back here to the start of our third quarter, sponsored by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Westside will receive the second half kickoff as they deferred in the opening coin toss win. 46-6 is your reading on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Out to kick for Malad and lining things up. Number 58. Is that 58? Our 50. Blaze Wright. Blaze Wright for Malad will tee things off right in between the houses at his own 40-yard line and get ready to boot this thing out and away. Wright with measurements inside of his own 35. Will take a running start and a couple boots and long. Fielded at the 10-yard line by Shirtlift, coming to the near side, cuts up at the 30, makes a jump inside, caught up on the knees and tackled. That is where Westside will start off at their own 35. And yes, we again apologize. We tell you, we ask you for just a little bit more patience as we get our our internet connection back. Everyone should be hopping off of their mobile devices coming out of the break. And just like that, as we say, internet comes back. So Colby Bowles will be under center for the Pirates. Far side motion, a handoff up the middle. This is a run. Caught up and rolling forward is Colton Gunderson with a 5-yard pickup. Second down and 5 from the 40, just across the 40-yard line. And we might see continual running clock depending on how things go. Moving farther into the second half. Get the second unit and a different look for the Pirates out here. Bowles will hand it up underneath and give it off. The right side, Lincoln Henderson. Spins and falls forward just short of the sticks to the 45-yard line of the Pirates, working to the south end zone. Third down and inches. Trying to get up and across, and a new set of downs for the Pirates. In at running back is Colton Gunderson, Cruz Sage, and Lincoln Henderson. Bowles right up the middle. Here comes the speed demon of Cruz Sage. Gets up to the 30-yard line, caught from behind and tackled down to the 20. A 35-yard pickup from Cruz Sage. First down and 10 inside the 20. A big pickup by Cruz Sage, and the rushing numbers tonight absolutely crazy for West Side. Cruz Sage has added onto a already momentous advantage rushing-wise for the Pirates. Bowles will drop back to pass. He's got nobody. Throws it forward. Colton Gunderson catches it, and he'll sprint into the end zone on the left side, up the numbers and in. Colton Gunderson catches the pass from Colby Bowles, 9:47. In the third quarter, Bowles, 18-yard touchdown pass to Colton Gunderson. PAT attempt coming up for West Side. 52-6 your reading on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Sage will hold. Shirtlift comes in and boots it high and up, across and through the uprights. Splits them. 7-10 split and fireworks to boot. 53-6 your reading. We'll come back right after this on a MyLocalRadio.com production of Westside Pirate Football on 105.5 FM, 1340 AM, and MyLocalRadio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
(53-6) you're reading on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. West Side on top of Malad with 9:47, pausing in the third quarter. Colby Bowles connects with Colton Gunderson on an 18-yard touchdown reception on the left side of the field. Up the numbers on that crossing route he goes and in. Here comes the kickoff from Easton Shirtliff. He'll jog up to the ball, right foot, received high up in the air. The ball takes a dive and a bounce, collected by Malad and tackled after the quick reception. That is number 15 of Malad, Cole Willie, who takes it up to Malad's 30-yard line, first down and 10. Into the fourth quarter, the game in Montpelier will go. Bear Lake still up 16-8 against Aberdeen, a close one. Slow huddle on their own 20-yard line. Malad will come out. Jaden Ward in the gun. Two running backs to the far side of the field, one to the left, near side motion. He'll get it, look up, and just get sandwiched. Colton Gunderson comes in through on a linebacker blitz, and before the play action and fake was even done in the backfield, just a massive sack. Jaden Ward gets brought down by Colton Gunderson. A loss of 5 for Malad. Under 8 minutes in the third quarter. Slowly but surely, time will tick along. Second down and 15. We'll love to see what else Jaden Ward is able to do, athletically. Max Prep says Westside number 1 ranking in all of 2A of Idaho this week over Bear Lake and Firth. We'll see how those rankings compare after the games tonight. Quarterback keeper on the scramble up to the right side. Ward will fall forward past the original line of scrimmage and a gain of 7. 3rd down and 8. In the middle of the field, right on the 31-yard line of Malad. Westside leads all time in the records and games against Malad. 41 wins compared to 26 losses. Westside has played the Malad the second most games against anybody, only beaten by Grace more games with a total of 67 games, dating all the way back to 1963. Shotgun into the gun and a shovel pass up the middle. Couple good moves by Willie. And he picks up 5. 4th down and 3 coming up for Malad. Zaid Scott, I believe, maybe might have got that shovel pass. First time these two teams played, it was a Westside win, 19-18 in 1963. Long. A few short months later, after that 1918 victory by Westside, President John F. Kennedy was then shot in his motorcade in Dallas. That's how long ago the first game was played between these two teams. Tip pass on the right side, batted up in the air, up for grabs, and it's incomplete. Doesn't matter. A turnover on downs. And from what I understand, Aberdeen had drove inside the Bear Lake 5-yard line, but that got turned away on a 4th down attempt. So Aberdeen tried to go for it, and Bear Lake stood strong as held Aberdeen off tonight. Under 5.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Into the offense, Colby Bowles in the gun. He'll drop back to pass, looks to his left, will launch out to the far side, up for grabs. It's caught by Garrett Robinson. Colby Bowles. Colby Bowles has connected on a few passes today, a big pickup of 9 after a 1st down and 10. Ball goes all the way down to the 28-yard line of Malad. Bowles will look towards each sideline. 2 wide receivers on the far side, and back into the gun he will go. He'll drop back to pass, rolls to his left, squares his shoulders, throws it long, high up in the air. It is caught near the pylon, inbounds, touchdown, inbounds, getting his feet in there. Colby Bowles connects with Lincoln Henderson out of the backfield, and he catches it on a huge touchdown reception. That's 2 passing touchdowns by Cruz Sage. Excuse me, I don't even know what Colby Bowles passes twice. With 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. PAT attempt coming. Shirtliff is trotting out onto the field. He squares up his legs, and the snap is down, kick is up. High and through the uprights. That is a big 6-0 on the scoreboard for Westside. Westside 60, Malad 6. Back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure, They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Shirtlift will kick far and long towards the back right corner of the end zone. It's fielded at 15, and up they will go. Malad into a full head of steam, and a ball is found on the turf. A fumble, and Westside picks it up. Just one of those nights for Malad. Nothing has been going the way of the Dragons, and Westside picks up the fumble on the kickoff return. And they fall on top of it. Westside will take over at the 27-yard line of Malad. 3:17 left in the third quarter. Jack Olsen into the ball game at quarterback for Westside. No, Colby Bowles still in there. Jack Olsen playing running back directly behind him. Bowles will hand off to Olsen up the middle, and he squeezes through the A gap and picks up 6. Right up to the 20-yard line inside the red zone once again. Second down and 4 from the 20-yard line. Under 3 minutes left in the third. Westside will take its time to huddle up and get to the line of scrimmage. Bowles will wait for the countdown from the back, from our head referee, our white hat. Heads up underneath center and hands it off to the left. A quick tackle on a blitzing linebacker in the area. Number 68 for Malad, tackling Lincoln Henderson. Number 68, Lex Driscoll. Bowles again will strut up to the line, wait for the countdown from our white hat behind him. Hand up for Olsen, and he gets wrapped around the shoulders and brought down. 4th down and 2 coming up for Westside, right around the 19-yard line of Malad. Located here on the right hash, Bowles will look over to the near sideline, which is nearest to us, the Westside Pirates, calling in the play call, bringing in, or rather sending out, number 80, Brock Moser, to bring in the play call. Bowles again will wait for the countdown. Clock under 30 seconds in the third quarter. And off to Olsen, and they hand it off the middle, and he gets close to the sticks. And Olsen leaned forward for a false start. Play should have been called dead if it is a false start. Might be illegal motion. Yep, illegal shift on Olsen. Could have been called an illegal shift, or could have been called a false start. Either way, they'll back him up. 4th down and 7 coming up after this. A quick break into the fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho. That's Americana Small Town Jerky, world-class jerky, Small Town USA. Back after this.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Fourth down and 7. Bulls will hand it off to the right side for Gunderson, and he gets caught up, not close to the scrimmage or line of the sticks on the right side. 3 yards short, and a turnover on downs. In other news, if you are just tuning in and may be interested, with 3 minutes left in the ball game, Aberdeen has the ball and they have to drive the length of the field. They're down 16-8 to Bear Lake. So a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to send that game into overtime, and we know how overtime goes in Bear Lake. 60-6. Malad takes over on offense. Into the gun, Ward will look to his left, has pressure, gets around it, and will scramble towards the far sideline near the sticks and step out of bounds right close to it at the 31-yard line. I think they'll give it to him. Clock is going to continue to roll. And they say that he stepped out quite a bit short, I guess. From the angle that we had up here in the booth, it looked like Ward had got the first down, but I guess he must have put a foot out of bounds before he reached the sticks. Second down and a long 2 from the 29-yard line of Malad, working into the south end zone. Ward will send out his receivers, one on an island on the far side, one in the slot. Running back off set to his right, rolling to his right. Launching long, a smash route near the 50-yard line, overthrows his intended man, incomplete for number 5, Ryan Hubbard. Third down and 2 coming up after this. There's a minute 37 remaining left in Montpelier. Aberdeen still has the ball, but still have a little ways to go. Dying moments left for Aberdeen out in Montpelier to try and steal that win. Back in the gun, Ward with 2 wide receivers to the near side and one on an island on the far side. He'll get the snap right at his chest, take it up the middle, and the A-gap shoots out to the left. He's got a little bit of room past the 40-yard line up to the 45 and tripped out of bounds. First down pickup for Jaden Ward on the designated quarterback keeper. Malad's found success a couple times with that quarterback keeper, and Ward has been successful in using his legs. Back in the gun for Malad. Ward will take it, roll out to his right. He's got a man open down the field. A shot put, and Hubbard Has that fall down near his knees, incomplete on the coverage, number 82 for Westside, Aiden Fitzgerald. Last ditch heave and a Hail Mary attempt from Aberdeen falls short, incomplete in Bear Lake, and it looks like the Bears will retain the first place position and come away with the victory in the solo district title. See how that affects seeding for this upcoming week. Shotgun again, Ward scrambles out to his right, is tackled from behind, picks up 2 yards, and he gets whacked at the knees right up the middle to the 46-yard line of Malad. 7:17 left here in our Papa J's fourth quarter. World-class jerky, small town USA, Papa J's. Third down and 7 coming up. Jaden Ward will hustle over from his own sideline, strut into the offensive huddle, put his arms around a couple offensive linemen, and call in the play call. Stacked trio on the right side trips, and Ward will roll out to his right. He gets lamb blasted in the middle. It's caught, however, short of the sticks at the 49-yard line. That is Heston Harrison. Fourth down and 2. Official score from Bear Lake and Montpelier. Bear Lake 16, Aberdeen 8. Your final score. Quickly up underneath center. A quick hard count and a quarterback draw, bouncing off a couple linemen and falling forward past the sticks into West Side territory up to the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs under 5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This is all about pride now for Malad. Can they get some points to end the night? And for those of you that maybe might not care as much, the predestined team to tank down in Salt Lake City beat Minnesota 130-126. The Jazz beat Minnesota. Yes, they are. That's how everybody feels, right? First down and 10 from the 45-yard line, working in on the Pirates. Ward will fake it off the right. Here comes that designated shovel pass. This has a lot of room out of the far sideline up to the 32-yard line. On the catch is Zayd Scott. That's caught the Pirates a few times.
I'm anticipating here either Friday or Saturday.
Good pickup from Malad, and we don't have any official news, obviously, from the state playoffs or the seeding, but it is still possible that Westside were to be able to host a game next week, either Friday or Saturday. First down and 10 under 4 minutes. Ward in the gun, shifting his running back from the left to the right. 2 wide receivers out on the far side. He'll roll to his right, look, come back to his left. Launch it long. He had a man initially open, had a step on number 12, Jack Olsen, but throws it up and out of bounds. Under 3.5 minutes now, Malad has driven the length of the field up to the West Side 30-yard line. Ward rolls back, cuts up the field, but cannot squeeze past the defensive end, number 64, Jared Anger. Third down and 9. Third down and 9 from the 30-yard line for Malad. Again, final score out from Montpelier, Bear Lake 16, Aberdeen 8. Third down and 9. Up and through and stuffed after a 2-yard gain on the quarterback draw. Fourth down and 7 from the 27-yard line of West Side. A defensive stop here and a couple knees and this game will be over. And we'll get ready for state playoffs. Taking their time, Malad up to the line, and a swap of the formation. Running back offset to the right of Ward, two wide receivers on the near side. Ward will drop back, throw, launch it long, and nobody's there. Nobody in the area code for Malad, and that's a turnover on downs. The clock will continue to run, and that's going to be your final score here from West Side, 60-6. As the offense will strut out onto the field, they might take one knee, and then that will be it and done and over with. So the two programs for West Side heading to district playoffs. Volleyball, after winning a fantastic game against Malad yesterday, getting the outright district title championship. And West Side will move on as a very high-ranking seed, and word on the street is that we're probably going to be hosting next week here in West Side. Right side, around the corner to the left, up and through on the end around on the carry is number 26, Garrett Taylor. That's probably going to be the last play of the game. That is your final score. West Side 60, Malad 6 on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. A quick timeout and a break. We'll come back to you with our Ralph's Construction postgame show and final stats and score summary right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show, coming up next.
Welcome back to the Ralph's Construction post-game show. Fireworks have gone off. It is a wrap-up of senior night. Your final score, 60-6 in favor of the Westside Pirates over the Malad Dragons. The team will line up underneath the press box, facing the home field crowd, and give the cheer and song. Thank you for joining us on our Ralph's Construction post-game show. It is going to be, it's now time for our post-game stats provided by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. And there's a lot of scoring summaries. Let's just say 22-yard touchdown run from Parker Moser in the first quarter, 3 of them in total. A 53-yard touchdown rush by Malad's Zaid Scott was the only points for Malad on the day. And then in the second quarter, a 23-yard touchdown rush by Cruz Sage. A team safety, Parker Moser, adding another one. That's 4 for him on the night. That's where it will stop. A team safety, and with 11 seconds left, Easton Shirtliff puts it in on a 2-yard touchdown run. And then Colby Bowles throws for a couple touchdown passes, 18 yards and 23 yards, respectively, to Colton Gunderson and Lincoln Henderson. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us this entire year on the Les Schwab, on the mylocalradio.com presentation of Westside Pirates Sports. We will cover as much as we can in any facet that we can. State playoffs for Westside, both volleyball and football. We'll get you the official dates and times as soon as we can, and we'll send that out to everybody via Facebook or something next week. Until then, have a fantastic evening. Have a wonderful night. Drive home safely. Enjoy this win. Our seniors doing a fantastic job. And as always, on behalf of everybody in the Preston office, including Dan Hubbard, the voice of the Preston Indians, our audio-visual technician, John Beverly, and our executive producer, Val Cook, I am Cody Olsen, along with my wife, Melissa. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here and cover such an amazing team. We'll see you later. And as always, go Pirates.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated.